like, wow, who am I? You know what I'm saying? So
I think
then
it's
you
like
might feel lost a little bit.
yeah, for sure. I
Mhm.
think it's that like prior to being a mom, I wasn't who I should be, like at
Well,
all.
yeah,
And
yeah.
not to get too much into it, but like I was literally either gonna be dead or in jail in the next year. Literally, like I almost had him in jail. And I got a second chance and I was able to be a mom, and I had him and I never looked back. I remember holding him in the hospital, and like at that time gosh, I feel so old. At that time we didn't have like the cell phones to delete the numbers, but I had like this little phone book that I would put like numbers in my notebook. I went through them and I was like, delete, 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 delete. Like I got rid of so many people out of my life, and I just, at that point, I started to change. And it still took a very long time to completely change. I would say it wasn't until I had Gabe that I really changed. And by that time I was 23. And then, by the time I had Raphael, I feel like I was like a mom.
I feel guilty, but I changed. I became more patient, and so a lot of people that are out there and they are being told that they're doing something wrong, or maybe they feel like they're doing something wrong, or even hearing this conversation, they feel guilty, like not their best. Don't feel guilty. Just if you think something's wrong, find a support system, find other moms, find sisters, whatever, but other moms that can help guide you. But if you feel like you need to change, just change. Talk to your kids, help them understand what you're going through in the moment. And if you're angry or maybe you lashed out on them, take a moment, take a breather, and come back to it and have that conversation with them. And I think that was like the most key thing for me with my boys is like being able to come back and talk to them about it, because that helped me out a lot. Is like having that conversation with them later, like, hey, listen, I'm sorry I reacted this way. I just felt this way, and I felt like this, or whatever the case is.
Right.
That's where I started to change, and I started to acknowledge that where I was wrong and where I could have done better, and being able to forgive me or understand it, that's a blessing.